Okay, hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing May-June 2022, number 1. So they said use a calculator, otherwise find the exact value of 7 over 8 plus 1 over 6 divided by 2 over 8, right? So in your calculator, it's going to look like something like this. I'll put it in green. 7 and the ABC button over 8 plus 1 over 6 divided by 2 over 9. Let me put it 7 over 8 plus 1 over 6 divided by 2 over 9. And you're going to get an answer of 1 and 5 over 8, which is the answer. They say or otherwise, so I'm going to do it manually now. Remember, always use BODMAS when you're doing these questions. So that means we have to do division first. There's no brackets, there's no off, there is division. So we have to divide 1 over 6 divided by 2 over 9. That goes into 1 over 6 multiplied by 9 over 2. 3 could go into 6 2 times, 3 could go into 9 3 times, so it's be 3 over 4. So now we have 7 over 8 plus 3 over 4. Your LCM, when you do it here, so I'll have to be 7 over 8 plus 3 over 4. Your LCM is 8. How did I get that? We have 8 and 4, then we use 2 to go into those. That's the smallest prime number that could go into both numbers, or at least one number. That's 4 and 2, then we use 2 again. That's 2 and 1, then 2. We'll get 1 and 1. When we get 1 and 1, we know the LCM would be, LCM is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So multiply this by 1. You're going to compare the denominators and the LCM. So 8 into 8 is 1. So 1, 7 is 7. Plus 4 into 8 is 2. You multiply this by 2. 3 2s are 6. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13 over 8. And we say 8 going to 13. Let me erase this because it's in the way. Right? 1 times 1, 8 is 8. And how much to make 13? 5 over 8, which is the same answer. So the answer is 1 and 5 over 8. Right? But for this question, guys, I would use my calculator. This is just one mark. You don't want to be wasting time to do it, to be doing this question. Right? This question is the same instructions, use calculator otherwise. Right? This is equal to 8 over 0.4 multiplied by 0.4 multiplied by 0.4. Right? So 0.4 to the power 3 is 8 divided by 0.064. Right? And you do it 8 divided by 0.064, which is equal to 125. That is if you want to do the working. However, you could use the calculator. You're going to put 8 divided by open bracket 0.4 to the third power. Just look for x3, and that would be to the power of 3. So if I put 8 divided by open bracket 0.4 close bracket to the power 3, I am going to get the same answer, which is 125. So you can use a calculator to get this. Right? Put this. Okay, so that's the two methods. This one, same thing, I'm going to use my calculator. I'm not even going to attempt to do this manually, right? So you're going to put, it's going to have a sign that looks like a square root. That looks like this, not like this, hold on. That on your calculator will look something like this. Then you're going to put open bracket 26.8 close bracket minus 2.5 to the power of, you're going to see a button called xy, so you'll see a button called y to the power x or x to the power of y, depending on your calculator. That is the button you're going to press, and you're going to get this upside down v, and then you're going to put 3 over 2. So let me just put that. So I'm going to have my square root of open bracket 26.8 close bracket minus 2.5 to the power of 3 over 2. Right? And they said to correct the 2 decimal places. So I'm going to put the exact answer, then approximate it. 1.224024567. 2 decimal places means 2 places after a decimal point. So it will be here, it will stop here. You look at the digit after your line to see if it is more than 5 or less than 5. It is less than 5, so that number remains the same. So the answer will be 1.22 to 2 decimal places. And that is your answer for this. So I said, guys, use your calculator. Alright, now let's look at the next set of questions. They said children go to a rodeo camp during Easter Monday. Miss Rika buys bananas and oranges for the children at the camp. Bananas cost $3.85 per kilogram. That statement here just means 1 kilogram is equal to $3.85. Miss Rika buys 25 kilograms of bananas and receives a discount of 12%. How much money does she spend on bananas? First off, we know if 1 kg is equal to 385, then 25 kgs would be 3.85 multiplied by 25. Use the calculator, guys, for these questions. The calculator is a friend. 3.85 multiplied by 25. When you do it, you're going to get $96.25. And this is before discount. Now, if we look at this, how much money does she spend on bananas? There's 2 ways that you can do this. The first way, we know that before an increase or decrease in percentages is always 100. So discount is a decrease in percentage. So we can say if 100% is equals to 96.25, then 1% would be 96.25 divided by 100. And therefore, we find for how much the discount was, 12% is equals to 96.25 divided by 100 multiplied by 12 over 1. Right, so I'm going to do this divided by 100 multiplied by 12. So her discount is actually $11.55. But that's not what I asked. Say how much money did she spend on bananas? So if she got $11.25, 55 cents, not 25 cents, $11.55 off, the amount paid would be $96.25. That is before discount minus 11.55, right? 96.25. Right, so when you subtract this, you know that the amount she paid was $84.70. And that is how you would do this question. Now, there are other ways to do this question. You can always just find your discount. Discount percent is your mark price, which is in this case 96.25 over 1 multiplied by 12 over 100. And you will get the same thing as 11.55. And you know your discount is $11.55. You just subtract it from the total amount and you will get $84.70. Whichever method that you're comfortable with, you can use it. Right? Let's look at this. Maker Rika spent $165.31 inclusive of sales tax of 15% on oranges. Calculate the original price of oranges. So as I said, guys, right, sales tax is an increase in percentage, right? Your original percent is always 100, right? So new selling price would be 100 plus 15, which is 115%. Right, this is new selling price percentage, and your new selling price or your selling price would be 165.31. calculate the original price. Original would be how much percent? Original would be 100%, so they're asking you for 100. So you're going to do your if then therefore. If 115% is equals to 165.31, then 1% is equals to 165.31 divided by 115, and therefore 100% would be 165.31 over 115 multiplied by 100. Use your calculator. As I said, your calculator is your friend. 165.31 divided by 115, right? Multiply by 100. So when you multiply that, you're going to get 143.75. I approximated to 2 decimal places already because that money has only 2 decimal points, right? So when you look at it, the answer for this is 143.75, right? Okay, the ratio in the number of bananas to oranges is 2 to 3, right? So bananas is equals to 2 and oranges is equals to 3. Furthermore, there are 24 more oranges than bananas. So they're telling you the difference between oranges and bananas is 24. And the difference between oranges and bananas with the ratio, so the difference of the ratio would be 3 minus 2, which is equals to 1. So the difference for the ratio is 1, and the difference in fruit is 24. So we can say, I'll do it on the side, if 1 is equals to 24, calculate the number of bananas. Bananas is 2, then 2 would be 24 multiplied by 2, which is equals to 48. And that would be your answer, 48. Calculate the number, 48 bananas, right? And then that is it for this question. Right, I hope you guys understand, and I will see you next time in class.